that's cool. All right, what's going on with y'all, man? This your man, Daniel the Prophet. And today, we're going to call this segment Tell It Tuesdays. I think I'm going to do this every week on Tuesday called Tell It Tuesdays. But I got to share something with y'all, man. It was hard for me to go to sleep last night, man. I had a whole bunch of visions and stuff that I was thinking about. And a lot of things been going on in my life, especially for the past week. And I had a dream when I finally went to sleep. I had a dream this morning. I think it was like around about 4 or 5 in the morning. And the last dreams that I had different segment of dreams. You know, they kept jumping off to different segments and stuff. But the last dream before I woke up, I was on a bus. And sitting on the bus with me was DMX. And man, we just chopping it up about music. And you know how he be talking real fast like that. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to him, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling him my influences and stuff like that. And he was like, one of his influences was Nas. And I said, yo, that's crazy, because right before I woke up from my last sleep, before I got into this dream, Nas, It Ain't Hard to Tell music video came on. After I was watching, I think it was a Dragon Ball Z Vegeta clip that I was watching. And right after that clip, or right after that video turned off, Nas It Ain't Hard to Tell came on. And this is in real life. So when I went back to sleep after that, I changed the video and then I went to something else. And I had that dream and I was talking to X. And he was like, one of his influences was Nas. I'm like, yo, that's crazy you said that, because I was just listening to Nas before I went to sleep. It Ain't Hard to Tell came on YouTube. And he was like, yeah. And then he was talking about the youngsters these days and this and that. They can't rap good. But I think he was kind of referring to like Kendrick and Drake. You know, they back and forth with their diss records. He was like, yo, this supposed to motivate us. This, you know how he be talking real fast. Like, yo, this supposed to motivate us. This supposed to get us back on our job. And I was like, bro, I think you're right, man. He was like, yeah, you need to get back to it. So right after he said, they looked at me. Then I woke up. I just jumped out of my sleep. And I'm like, yo, that's the sign, man. And I already told y'all that I was going to get back to my music too. You know, previous videos before, I think like probably 2-3 videos before this, So, and that's crazy, because this ain't the only time that I had a dream that he was in it. Because before he died, I had a dream about him. And I don't know why. I wasn't listening to his music, around that time. I wasn't listening to his music. I think his movie came on Bounce. I think it was Exit Wounds, I believe. One of those movies came on that he played in on Bounce. And then shortly after that, he ended up dying. And usually when I had these visions, dreams, or spontaneously a song on the radio out of nowhere come on with the artist and they end up dying later and stuff like that, man, that's crazy, man. It always come to play as the same outcome. That's like years ago when I think it was 2016, 2017. I forget, it was around that year. I think it was 2017. 2016, 2017. When I was riding in the car, I was staying in Mesquite at the time. And I was listening to the radio and they was talking about Prodigy, choking on the egg. And he died. And I mean, right before that, I was listening to his music, man, and seen some interviews of him. And then I had a couple of visions and stuff like that. Randomly, he was in, and then spontaneously out of nowhere, when I was riding down the street of Mesquite, and the radio came on saying that Prodigy was in the hospital and he choked on the egg, and he passed away. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. And it's been like that since I was a kid, man. Every time I say something, it ended up happening on, like, every time I say something, it'll show up on a commercial on TV or a TV show or something like that. And it was way back in the early 2000s and late 90s. I vividly remember, I think it was like 2000, 2001, something like that. It was around the time when George Bush and Al Gore was running for president. And we was in Memphis, and I was in my den. We had a big screen TV in the den, and we was talking about beans. I think I was talking to my mom, something like that. We was talking about pinto beans and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, the news had a segment talking about pinto beans and how it's good for you and stuff like that, and they have fiber in there and all that different type of stuff and proteins. I'm like, we just got through talking about this. And mind you, I'm a kid. It's like 10. I'm like 10, 11 years old. You know, if it was like 2000, 2001, I'm like 10, 11 years old. So these TVs, I believe, always had these devices on there that they can hear our conversation in the comfort of our homes, you know. But also, when I say things, I end up seeing them come into play on television, radio, or in real life, you know. So I know I always been gifted with visions, man. My name is Daniel. That's why my mom, I'm not going to say she cursed me with that name. It's a blessing and a curse. Because sometimes I see things that I don't want to see and it end up happening for real, you know. Like bad things, you know, things that traumatize me, and good things. But a lot of those things would be a lot of bad things that I see is going to happen and end up happening, man. And, you know, that can be the curse, because in reality, I got to deal with the trauma. I got to deal with the pain. But I already knew what was going to happen. I already saw it, you know, so. But this dream was a good dream, though, man. I talked to X, and it's crazy because we just having a conversation like I met him, and I never met this man before. Never met him before, you know. And this dude just popped up in my dream out of nowhere, again, talking about we need to get back to music. And then he was talking about, you know, we're going to collaborate. I'm like, he's saying all this like he's alive still. You know, I know your spirit still lives on, but I know your body is gone and decomposed and back to the earth, but his spirit still lives on. So I guess that's the spirit saying that, you know, once you get back to your music, I'm going to be there with you. We're going to be recording together. That's how I took it as, because, you know, physically, in the physical form, I can't record. We can't record together. So spiritually, I think he's saying that, you know, once you record something that's going to be similar to the stuff that I talk about, then that's going to be our collaboration spiritually, man. So God is real, man. I love God. God is real. You know, we going through it. I'm going through it. But these blessings that I have, man, you know, physically, it might seem like that, you know, I'm going through headache and trauma and, you know, a whole bunch of stumbling blocks and stuff like that. But for the long run, I'm going to get my blessings, because I never gave up on God. Just like Daniel in the Bible, his faith was real strong. And that's why nobody could overthrow him. Nobody can bother him. Nobody can block his blessings or none of that, you know, because they saw how strong his faith was. And God saw that. So that's why he was one of the anointed ones, and one of the few that was calling, man. You know, so I had to share that dream with y'all, man. That stuff was crazy, along with other dreams I had too. You know, it's kind of like not miscellaneous, you know what I mean? But that one was real important. That stuck out to me, dog, because I've been putting music on the back burner for a long time because I've been going through life like everybody else. But now is the time that I need to get back to what God, you know, blessed me with, and that's music. You know, giving my experiences through music, man. So I had to share that with y'all, man. This is Telln Tuesdays, you know what I'm saying? Daniel the Prophet as the host. I'm gonna be posting some more stuff. I'm probably gonna do like 2 posts a week. It depends on, you know. But Telln Tuesdays is definitely stamped. That's something I'm gonna do. Excuse me. That's something I'm definitely gonna do each week. You know what I'm saying? And with the music, you know what I'm saying, as well as doing my music, man. So I already got some songs written down. I got some beats that I've been wanting to record on for a long time now. So all I gotta do is make it happen now, man. So I'm gonna have me a good day. About to go out here and make this bread. And the righteous ones out there that's doing the right thing, it ain't crossing nobody over, you know, doing nobody wrong and doing right and keeping God first and take care of their family. Y'all have a good day. God bless y'all. One.